Hello, I wanted to share my experience growing up as a deaf person. It really wasn't easy. So today I want to talk about what it's like to be deaf. This video is really to educate and kind of spread awareness to the hearing community. First, I want to say that I'm not here to criticize or hurt anyone's feelings. I really am just here to express that, to hearing parents and friends and hearing coworkers that, to be able to allow them to understand what it's like to be deaf. I think that this will help for a better understanding. As some of you already know, I'm adopted. And I'm very grateful for my family. They do everything for me. I really do appreciate that. But there's always been something missing. You know what I mean? Like that true bond. I realize, you'll see my personal experience and I'll just share it with you. Growing up, I really loved to watch TV. In my house, my family, are really just weren't aware of deaf needs. It wasn't their fault, and I don't blame them. But I do wish that they knew. It really would have saved a lot of headaches for me. But that's all right. No regrets. Anyway, so for example, my whole family would gather around and watch a movie. Now, understand there was no captions ever on the movie, so it was hard for me to understand what was really going on. I had to try and read lips of all of the actors, and it was really tough. Sometimes I had to really get really close to the TV, and I'd have to turn the volume up. I didn't have any hearing aids, but I would try and put my ear up to the TV because I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear the emotions. I wanted to hear what was going on. But at that time, I just couldn't. So later I did get hearing aids. I finally got the chance. But I still had a hard time understanding. Like when, my family would all watch a movie, I would have to ask what was being said. And my family would say, "Put your hearing aid on." Really? Did you just say that? I just didn't expect that from them. So that really made me realize that I needed to get out in the real world. My own family said these things to me. I understand that they were tired of explaining things to me all the time. But, if I'm really into a movie, and I understand they don't want to be interrupted, but that, I had a fascination with the movie too, and I wanted to know what was going on. I've just always felt like something's missing. I went to like an after-school program, where a bunch of kids would get together and get extra help. One day when I got there, I went in and I thought, oh crap, I forgot my backpack. So I told the teacher's aide, "Hey, I forgot my backpack. I need to go and get it." The teacher's aide said, "Well, hurry, come on." So I ran over to get it. I noticed that some kids were playing basketball. So of course I was curious, and so I went into the gym. And they really weren't expecting me to walk in. All the kids were pointing at me, trying to say, "Teacher, he's here, he's here, he's here." And, they were already talking, they were already looking at me and talking and, just in the gym. All of a sudden they passed the ball to me, but really hard at my chest. And they told me, "You need to leave." Seriously, leave? Well, anyway. So, they tried to tell me to get out, so I threw the ball and I said, fine. I asked if I could join, and they said, honestly, I don't know. Playing with hearing kids and going back and forth across the court and stuff, I just don't know. So, there was a form that my parents had to sign, by the end of the week. And so I said, no problem. The teacher's aide came in and she said, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, crap. So, luckily the coach actually saved my ass. He said, a few things. So, and so I got my backpack and so I went back. And then I got home. I showed my parents the form. And it was something that we had to pay for. But, I felt like it was a good idea, to know basketball.